everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara and here I show you a lot of bullet journal and creativity related videos. In this video I want to share with you my weekly setups for the month of January. And here you can see a couple of pages of my January monthly setup, so if you're interested in seeing how I made my Winx Club theme spreads as well, just check out the link in the info box. For my monthly setup I decided to dedicate each page to a different Winx Club member and draw them as well. For the spreads I always used their color scheme, like for example blue and orange for blue, and added a frame around the spread which I colored accordingly. For the weeklies I decided to continue this basic setup, but I did not draw the wings themselves, but their Enchantix wings on my iPad. And once I was done, I exported the picture, scaled it to the size I wanted it to be in Microsoft Word, printed it out and transferred it to Copic paper using my Lightbox and a Copic fineliner. I showed this process in a little more detail in my monthly setup video, so yeah, go ahead and check that out as well. For coloring the wings I used my Copic gel markers, and I also downloaded the Winx Club font and wrote out a couple of headers I needed for the spreads, which I also colored using my Copic markers. Once I cut everything out, I started with making the actual setup. And for this I first glued in some Copic paper in two corners of the pages and colored them according to the member's color scheme. The spreads I chose here were a review page and a schedule page. On the review page I can just simply collect a couple of achievements and highlights of the week, so this way I can focus more on the small positive things. But I also added a section for things I can still improve on in the coming week. The schedule page of this week is actually not a schedule page at all. Since my college classes started in the second week of January, so I just decided to use this page for bigger and smaller to-dos of the week. And now we're moving on to my actual first weekly planner. For this I glued in the frames I mentioned before and drew 8 boxes, 7 for each day of the week and one where I can collect the most important to-dos. Here I chose a vertical setup and I actually think that this one is my favorite system I used this month. And then I also glued in the wings and the header and I added a little calendar. The next week is dedicated to Musa, and first I colored her rings and the frame in her colors, so blue and red, and then I got started on my review and my schedule page. For the following week I used the exact same basic structure for these two pages and I just adjusted the colors in my schedule since I have a different schedule every single week. But don't worry, I'm going to skip through them a lot faster after this one. I just wanted to show you the different colors I used. And I also changed the look of the schedule in the coming week a little bit, just because I did not like the look of the completely colored boxes. I just think it looks a little clunky. For this weekly, I decided to add a Dutch door since I usually like them a lot, but somehow this one turned out to be my least favorite of all of the spreads I made. Also, I kind of messed up on the hand lettering, and I think looking back, I really like my weekly setups in general, but I also want to try something more creative and somehow loose for the next month, if you know what I mean. It just feels a little bit repetitive this month, and I just want to have more fun creating these spreads. The next spread is dedicated to Aisha, and so I colored everything in green and blue. For the sketcher, I decided to just color code by writing out the classes and the time of the class in the color, and I think it looks a lot more elegant this way. For this weekly, I tried a perpendicular setup, and I think it has its pros and cons. I think it's good that you can write down a lot of different tasks, which came in really handy this week since I already had a lot to do and filled out the Monday and Tuesday boxes completely. However, the tasks have to be pretty short to fit in one line, so overall I think I prefer the vertical layout a lot more. And now on to my last weekly spread. For this one I chose Flora and colored everything in pink and green, and yeah, I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory after the ones I explained before. So I'm going to play some music and let you enjoy the last setup without me talking. I'm actually interested to see how I like this setup. I'm kind of worried that I will not have enough space, but I wanted to try it since it looks very clean. Yeah, let's see how it works. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment down below and let me know which setup you like the most. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit the bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I hope to see you in my next video as well. Have a wonderful week. Bye!